Today we're going to be talking about ASMR. You would have to have been living in an absolute bubble to not know the spark of ASMR recently, to not know the hype about ASMR recently. So ASMR, from my knowledge, is basically trying to help you relax, trying to get these feelings of like, this sensor, these like tingly feelings in your body and your skin from hearing noises and hearing sounds that relax you, make you feel at ease, and that give you sort of this sort of euphoria sensation for some people and some tingles. But it depends on the different style, and there's some talking ones where people talk things to you, and there is some, for example, you've got some like tapping ones, and then you've got brushes. There's also, they've been quite creative now. There's some role play and lots of also like visual sensors to try and get you to relax there. So there's quite a lot of different ASMR videos, and I actually quite enjoy it. A lot of people, I think it's you love it or you hate it. It's a bit like Marmite, and I think a lot of people don't like it because it's just a bit weird and like, oh, what is this? Like, it's so strange, and ASMR, like, it's freaking me out. I find it really relaxing. At first I didn't quite know what I was listening to ASMR, so I heard the terms ASMR and I listened to, so I'm going to be talking about my 4 favourite ASMR artists. So I started listening to an ASMR artist, because they're called artists. So this is going to be, I'm going to do a separate video talking about my 4 favourite ASMR artists as well. But on this one I'm just going to talk about how it works for me. And when I first started, I think I was having like a bad night and I couldn't sleep. I was overthinking a lot, and I think I just wanted to hear like relaxing talking, and I typed that in, and I wasn't sure fully what ASMR. This was about 3 or 4 years ago now, and then maybe a bit less actually. And then I remember listening to one, and it was this really like inspiring speech, but told in this relaxing way, and her voice was just insanely relaxing, and I definitely got the tingles from that. But I didn't realise it was ASMR. So then when I heard about the buzz, I went back and I was like, oh, you're an ASMR artist. So then I started listening to a lot more, and I started listening to a lot more different ones. Sometimes I listen before I go to sleep, and sometimes I can't. It doesn't relax me. It doesn't make me want to go to sleep. It doesn't have that effect on me. Instead, it makes me a bit more aware, which is quite strange, isn't it? I'm not sure what happens with that. I'm relaxed, but it doesn't make me want to sleep. It's a different kind of relaxed that it makes me feel. Sometimes I can waste a good few hours watching these videos and listening as well. But I do like the visual triggers as well sometimes. But there's definitely some who I like more than others. Some I think I don't really understand. It's just more like someone's talking to me, and I don't really understand what this is supposed to be doing. Like, I feel like they're just playing at it, like having a play. Whereas the ones that I think are really taking it seriously, and the ones that almost like embody this ASMR persona, the ones that really work, I think. And I think they're the ones that people should listen to first. But a lot of people don't like it. It freaks them out a little bit. But for me, it works. Like, I have had that tingly feeling. I don't know if you've had them feelings as well, but I've had that tingly feeling, and I don't know. I'm almost like craving it a little bit. I quite enjoy it, and it's a sensation that is, you know, it's not like a sexual thing, or it's not like a pleasure necessarily. It's more of like, it's like a feeling, almost like a feeling I get from doing some exercise, maybe some sort of like positive endorphins. That's kind of what it feels like. Or maybe when I've done some yoga, like sometimes, or if I'm meditating, it's sort of like it's not exactly any of them feelings, but for me it's sort of in that realm of that feeling, if it's done right. And some I just watch and I'm just watching nothing, like it just doesn't do anything. But the ones that really work, I'll do a separate video talking about my 4 favourites. The ones that really work for me, I really enjoy it. I really enjoy listening to this. The triggers really relax me. I feel a bit more, I feel like almost like a little part of that community, almost. And yeah, if you do ever get that, I've only had it a few times, but from the really good ones, that tingly feeling you do get, it's quite something. It's quite different, and it's quite a feeling. So I'm not sure if this is a more recent thing. I actually probably should do some more research, actually. So I'd love to hear more about, if you have any more knowledge about it, because I'd love to hear more about how it came about that people knew about ASMR, and that it stands for something, but I forgot what it was. But yeah, so for me, ASMR does work. I am enjoying it, and I'm not finding it weird like I feel like at first I should have. I think maybe it's because I listened to that video a few years ago before knowing the hype and before thinking, oh, this is going to be stupid. I don't know if you saw also, but Carly B did one and it was really good. She was like, it was really good. I was very impressed. So a few celebrities are doing it now, and it seems to be the hype of the moment, and a lot of people are making like a lot of views, a lot of subscribers, a lot of careers from this, which is interesting. You know, ASMR artists are becoming a new hype, which is amazing. I also want to give it a go. I'm probably going to be terrible, but I'm going to do a lot of research, and because I have a microphone what I do my music on, so I'm going to give ASMR a go in one of my future vlogs, and it might be terrible and offensive to the actual ASMR artist, but I have been told before that I sometimes temp on the phones, and I have a soothing, sensitive voice, someone told me the other day, and I was like, okay, I don't, you know, maybe I should be an ASMR artist, maybe I should quit everything and just be that. Probably not. Probably 99% chance it's going to sound terrible, but I'm going to give it a go. I might also do a video about my favourite triggers, but I think some of my favourite ones, some things definitely work more than others. Some I just come on, I have to skip them, because I'm like, what is this? But some of my favourite ones, I really enjoy the brush. Talking on the brush, I like the visual triggers, like the hands, and almost like the way you're like being taken care of. I quite like that feeling, like I feel like someone's touching me and they're not, and that's such a weird sensation. And the ones that don't work for me are sometimes when it comes on, it's like popping a bottle, or it's just like something like that, and I'm just a bit like, it's not really doing anything, so skip. But I guess there's a lot to explore, and it seems to be expanding and getting more interesting, and I feel like because there's more and more of these artists now, they're really trying to think of something more creative to do all the time, so good for them. Very interesting, and I really do want to give it a go. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know below, what do you think about ASMR? Do you enjoy it? Do you get those tingles? Because I've definitely had them. I definitely don't think they're make-believe, because I've had that feeling. I've not had an overwhelming feeling of it though. It's more of like an underlying thing. So maybe once I listen to a bit more and I find out a bit more what works for me, then I'd love to have an overwhelming sensation of it. But I don't know if it creates that sensation. Maybe if you're an artist yourself, you can let me know below. What do you think? And what are the best ways for people to get the triggers? Because I would say, for me, it's just find out what you enjoy doing, because I said I enjoy certain things more than other things, and find the right artist that you enjoy listening to, and be open-minded. I think that's a really important thing. Be open-minded to it, because you have to be, because otherwise you're not going to feel anything, and you're not going to understand what it is, and you're just going to think it's a bit silly. So be open-minded, enjoy it, and who knows, maybe if you're struggling to get to sleep, you'll be able to get to sleep. Who knows, give it a go.